I'm going to use the subtitle from Michael Easter's book. It's a great book I just finished reading. The title of the book's The Comfort Crisis, but the subtitle is Embrace Discomfort to Reclaim Your Wild, Happy, Healthy Self. Embrace discomfort to reclaim your wild, happy, healthy self. I'm going to use this subtitle in our time together this week. And not only am I going to use that, but I'm also going to use Pastor Craig Groeschel's weekly message and a couple things that I learned from his weekly message that I think ties in so well with the book I just shared with you by Michael Easter. Early on in The Comfort Crisis, Michael Easter goes on to say this: most people today rarely step outside their comfort zones. We are living progressively sheltered, sterile, temperature controlled, overfed, under-challenged, safety netted lives. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just a mic drop? So when we start thinking about, are we living in a comfort crisis? I'm going to layer in the things that I learned from Pastor Craig Groeschel's weekly message this week. And the first statement that he had shared was this: persistence is not a formula, it's about overcoming. Now, we can tie both of these together. We can tie in this quote that I used from The Comfort Crisis, and we can use the quote from Pastor Craig Groeschel on persistence is not a formula, it's about overcoming. I believe that many in sales, if we tie this into a sales-centric message, we're looking for the formula. We're looking for the secret. We're looking for the tip, the trick, the quick hack to get from where we're at to where we would like to be. Call this fast forward with minimal amounts of work. My question to all of you is, what are you willing to overcome? What are you willing to overcome and break out of your comfort zone? Whether you're a sales leader, you're a sales professional, I'm going to ask you this week, are we willing to become uncomfortably comfortable? Are we willing to become radically consistent and overcome the things that we need to overcome in order to become better at what we do? Pastor Craig Groeschel's next statement was this: your example matters more than you know. Your example matters more than you know. How you carry yourself matters. How you lead yourself matters. How you influence people matters. How you inspire people matters. Here at Selling from the Heart, I firmly believe authenticity is a lifestyle. It's not a light switch. And your example matters more than you know. It's about congruency. Does the walk match the talk? The next thing Pastor Craig Groeschel brought to the forefront was this: what's first in your life? Where does your mind go first thing in the morning? Where does your mind go first thing in the morning? I'm a big believer in this. The way you start your morning will determine how you finish your day. How you start your morning will determine how you finish your day. What do you do in the first 30 minutes? What do you do in the first 45 minutes? Even more so, what do you do in the first hour of every morning? How are you preparing for the day? What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your heart? What are you feeding your soul to kickstart your day? If we can tie some of what I just shared about the weekly message from Craig Groeschel, and we tie this into this great book from Michael Easter around the comfort crisis, I'm going to throw this message right back out into the sales world. What are you doing to overcome being comfortably comfortable? What are you willing to overcome? What examples are you sharing with others as far as how you're carrying yourself, how you're leading yourself, and how you're influencing others? Where does your mind go first thing in the morning? What are you doing to inspire and influence yourself? Think about that one. And as I leave you with one final thought, and that one final thought is this: the inner work that you do will determine the outer success you have. It's about overcoming what's in your head and what's in your heart to really fuel you to the next level. The inner work you do on your heart is going to be the hardest things most of you will do. I promise you this, it's the most rewarding thing you will do. And that is why selling from the heart is so powerful. In order to sell from the heart, I'm going to ask you all, what's in your heart? Get uncomfortable. Go on that journey. Unpack who you are and become comfortable with it. Because together we are all leading a movement. And this movement is around bringing authenticity, integrity, and trust to the forefront. It's sorely lacking in sales. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me in this movement. Because your clients and your future clients, they'd rather connect and do business with a sales professional who sells from the heart as opposed to a sales rep who is an empty suit. Have an amazing week.